say I got completely set up is an understatement.
So, really cool little thing to get to bring you guys this go around. I am currently waiting on my ride right now. I've got an Uber coming to take me to the airport. Going to see these guys, Less Leg, More Heart, and Levitate up in Boston. We've got a sports clinic, a trial run, a handful of things that we're going to do while we're out there, just trying to create better accessibility to both the equipment and actually the learning side of things for amputees, as this is a really challenging piece of the puzzle. I'm just extremely grateful that I get to participate in a little bit of this at all, really. It's kind of wild to get asked to do something like this, but at the same time, man, this is what I've been working for. I've been working towards being able to be this kind of help, and I'm really excited, so let's head to the airport. All right, so all the way through security now. The kind of one of the funny pieces of the puzzle is that as an amputee or someone with a disability, I go to the priority line. I go right to the front of the security line. In theory, saves a bunch of time, except the fact that all but one time, as an amputee, I have found myself getting a pat down, some sort of extended security check, because obviously my prosthetic sets off the metal detector. So kind of a funny little bit there, but we are to the gate, plenty of time to spare. Got my caffeine. Went through the tradition of way overpaying for a Monster, so why wouldn't I do that again? And next little bit, we'll be in Boston. Just touched down, just got to Boston. Pretty easy flight. Actually got really lucky. Living in St. Louis, you don't always get a ton of direct flights, and I got to just fly that one straight through, so that's pretty nice. I'll tell you what, I was ready for it to be a little bit on the cool side here, and man, it is gorgeous. I don't know exactly I don't know the temperature, I just know that I like it. So like I said, we're on the ground. Today is pretty well just kind of a settle-in day. I don't know if anything's actually planned, but tomorrow I know I've got at least 3 or 4 items on the agenda. Friday, pretty similar, and then Saturday is the big clinic that I'm here for. So yeah, man, just getting this adventure going. I don't know, it's cool. Had a really cool, actually sat next to a guy on the plane. It was a pretty cool guy. Had a really cool conversation about, I don't know, I got to use some of the stuff that I've worked through and kind of shed a little bit of light on some stuff he's trying to get figured out. And it was just, I don't know, it's just cool to share space with 2 people that just want to, like, listen. Sometimes the value of traveling. Sometimes you sit next to someone and you just wish that they never, ever were in the same oxygen radius as you. But, hey, back in the wind.
Good morning. It'll be the first full day here in Boston. A little bit of a late night, a little bit of time difference getting me a little bit of just being excited. One of the other guys that's in for the weekend came in a little bit on the later side last night, and then we got to talking and, well, stayed up way late. Good reasons, good experiences, and super stoked about what we've got going on. I also got a really cool opportunity last night. The Tina Hurley, the woman who runs Less Leg, More Heart, she invited me out here. She lives out here, and I ended up getting to go to a jiu-jitsu studio last night. Got into a gi for the very first time in my life, and did a jiu-jitsu class with her brother, who goes there on a pretty much a daily basis. And man, was out a good time. Really cool, cool experience. Number like 2 or 3 already in the books. And that was last night, and today we've got a good bit more. I know that we are doing a TV interview. We are doing a podcast, and then there's at least a workout going. I know at least these 3 things are happening, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's going to be a 4th mystery item thrown in there at some level. I don't know what that means, but I'm here for it. It feels phenomenal. Like, it feels great. It's not even 8 a.m. or yeah, it's not even 8 a.m. right now outside, and I'm comfortable in shorts and a t-shirt. Can't complain there. It's like for me, it's the right amount of like warm, cool mix. It's just a little bit cool, which is like super my sweet spot. So yeah, so that's what we got going on today, and let's get going.
So, all right. So the house was built.
Right, get your camera.
The most amount of light I'll ever have on me. No. So we're in the TV studio right now for stop number 1 of the day, doing a TV interview show on a local access channel out here in the Boston, New Hampshire area. Merrimack, I believe, is the specific town. Just a little interview telling my story a little bit and really just kind of going from there. Nothing crazy fancy. Also, at the same time, it's also the first time I've ever done anything TV-wise. Pretty cool little spot. Like, it's not anything crazy. You see behind me doing a quick 360, and you have the entire studio in here. So we'll see how this goes. New experience. Lean in.
Schaefer, Sam, thanks for being
Yeah,
here.
day riding around the car around Massachusetts to get it done, right?
That's right. That's right. I've had the pleasure of hosting him here in New Hampshire. We are running a really cool clinic. Well, Levitate is a running blade manufacturer, direct to consumer, that's bringing blades to people that otherwise can't experience that mobility. And Sam, who lives in the middle of the country, was kind enough to sort of last minute fly out here to participate in kind of the goodness and to help the community with the tools and the skills that he has. But I want to share a little bit about that because you've had quite a journey, and you
I did not walk a straight line here.
Yeah, right.
I did not walk a straight line to get here.
Let's talk first about your upbringing. Like, what about the way that you were raised or who you were pre-amputee do you think benefited the transition of your life?
So I'm the second oldest of 12 kids. That basically puts you into a leadership role whether you like it or not. For better and worse, I embraced that like growing up, and so like coaching, teaching, helping, doing for others was always just kind of naturally a part of the playbook. It's led to me having a career in I coach professionally. Like I'm not like I don't coach 1 or 2 classes a week. I coach as a full-time profession, and I'm very invested in my coaching and have been for the last decade. It's that's when I'm at my best. I am at my best when I get to operate in a way that's going to benefit others. I'm very big on the idea of just because I had a hard time with something doesn't mean you should also have to have a hard time.
Yesterday, actually, in fact.
I watched it.
Yeah. And instead of asking whether I was okay, he just looked down and went, "She's a good faller."
There's a specific fault that I've learned with people with disabilities that have had them for a while is they've learned when their balance point it's gone. It's no longer recoverable.
You see, like the
I'm
slow
going down.
tip.
It's like in slow motion, and like someone who doesn't understand is like, why don't you just like not fall? It's like, you don't understand. This is the best I can.
Because if I do try to recover mid-position, I'm going to hurt an ankle, I'm going to break
You're
a
going to
wrist.
fall faster.
Yeah, and I'm going to take something else up. Yep. So yes, I fall a lot, actually.
Do at the beach to get around. I'll go ahead and start with this one. As a native of St. Louis, Missouri, right outside the Mississippi River, there is no beach. There is no beach to get around, and I am out of the 3 people up here, I'm the 4th person to ask this question. All right, so we came into today with 3 things on the agenda, and to say that the last few hours have not been quite what I expected the day to be would be an understatement, and to say that it's just a rad experience would be an even bigger understatement. Incredibly grateful. I'm in here. I'm getting to work with Levitate. It's a company that makes blades with the mission to be affordable, direct to consumer. This is a major deal in the amputee community. I've detailed this in my last video as well. And on top of that, I'm also now getting an opportunity to be a part of a product that the company called Liquid Limbs is trying to create a an easier accessible device for those with lower limb loss to get around in things like the shower. And they're in a pre-production stage, but they are definitely on to what I believe is a fantastic solution for this. one of the only things that I will regularly like own that I've lost through amputation, because it's almost nothing. Amputation was a plus, not a minus for me. Sitting in a shower is just not the same. This morning I got to test out their product, and I'm doing a little bit more help with testing it today. And this morning I got to stand in the shower for the first time, like, and it feel right. It felt the same. It felt almost the same as before my amputation. And I am somebody that was very into I love shower. Like, I'm somebody that like crazy, right? I love a shower, but like that refreshing feeling. Some of it's from like, I remember getting done with basic training. In 8 weeks, I hadn't gotten to take like a good shower because you're told get in, get out, get in, get out. And on top of it, there's like 8 other dudes in there. It's just like, it just is what it is. And then after survival school, I spent a week in the field. Those are 2 of the most memorable showers of my life and 2 of the better like feeling moments of my life. I got a taste of that back today with this product. So let's hit the rewind button and take.
Will organically come out.
Grow, yeah, and get better and better over time.
It's the forcing it that kills people.
Yeah. Well, look, man, you have a lot to offer. I can't wait to, this is just the beginning of our friendship and relationship. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we're doing. I'm really looking forward to the test run. So
yes, I've actually never been on a running blade before.
Really?
Yes, I'm actually really excited to see what this feels like.
That's dope. You're excited to try one.
Yeah, because I think a longer run is in my future.
All right.
Not because I want to. I just I'm so determined. I was so limited for so long.
Well, you'll get your chance to run on one.
Right? I refuse to have a physical skill limited experience opportunity. I always want to be like, if someone comes like, hey, let's do this thing, I never want to be like, oh shit, I don't really know how, I don't have the proficiency to run, so I can't do this. Nope, I'm not. I refuse to let that be a limiter in my life. I get that choice.
We just sat down to the podcast. I love your message. And obviously you're out to help other people. You just joined the Less Leg, More Heart team. So we got a little something for you. I want you to try this blade.
Oh, fuck. That's from Levitate, from Less Leg. Anthony raised the funds, and it's from our
I wanted to make sure you got one because I know you're out to help people. And
no more waiting for the VA to fund you. It's time to run this weekend. Yeah,
thank you so much.
Pop it open, dude. I want
Anthony, thank you for your fundraising. Thank you to Last Leg for making a great product, and to all the people that donated, man.
That was quite the little setup right there, bud.
Right?
Oh, fucking right. I can like hop and skip.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could put it on there right now. You want to try putting this thing on?
I've got a hybrid, like Cheetah. The Cheetah Explorer. It's got the heel on it.
Okay.
So like from a running gait standpoint, the heel kind of gets in the way of like proper technique, because there is a reason why there's no heel on this.
So do you take it running, the Cheetah?
No.
You don't?
No, honestly, I've just not been able to get comfortable in my running stride with it.
So when's the last time you would say that you've kind of got a full running stride on?
September 6, 2011, when I blew my leg out.
Oh. Right now, what I'm going to warn you is...
Call my wife.
Oh, can I hold her on FaceTime? Let me hold her for you.
Okay, I mean, if it's only on FaceTime. Hey, babe, I'm going to hand you over because I want to show you something. That's Tina, by the way.
Hi. I've heard so many beautiful things about you. And just like, I feel like I already know you, but I want you to know that your husband is running for the first time in 12 years.
That is nuttier than squirrel shit.
Nuttier than squirrel shit.
Woo!
Like, take some adjusting. I think I got to pull it out.
So this is Anthony.
How you doing?
He's another one of the big. I just did his podcast, and he just gifted this. So he raised money and decided I was going to be the recipient of one of the free legs. So yeah. So
it was his eyes.
So I just no, it's cool. I wish you were here, but that's always the case. So I just wanted you to get to kind of be a part of that. Love you, babe. Bye, babe.
My heart is like so
I'm about to
bleeding
cry.
right
Chill
now.
out.
You're the best dude, man.
Incompetent on the leg, and I felt really incompetent on the leg.
So
I got some
Sam,
good shots on Tina's phone
Sam,
too.
you were just gifted a leg. Describe what you're thinking right now.
Well, I just had another line of excuses just get blown up. That's kind of what a lot of this is about, to be honest. Like for me, running's how I got messed up. I didn't really enjoy it before, so it's not that I'm like super passionate about running, but I do not like. I'm at a point of like all I need to do is get rid of I'm just trying to enable experiences. So like for example, like I'm planning on doing like one of these like longer runs in a national park, like Bryce Canyon or something like that.
Yeah.
Like an experience that you have to earn, and now I now have the tool set to go and earn that experience. All I have to do is do the work. All I have to do is develop the skill and enough fitness to enjoy that run.
Wow.
So like, am I sitting here like, I just want to go run 18 miles? No, but I would love to experience Bryce Canyon National Park like that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And like, there's no amount of GoPro footage, no amount of description that actually gives you that experience.
Right.
You have to do it.
You have to go do it. Yeah. And now you can.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
we're so glad we were there to witness that.
Like that was so unexpected. Like I had no idea. Like she had asked me about like my size, but I thought it was just simply because I was gonna get to try one out, and she just wanted to make sure that like somebody that she wanted to do some coaching, kind of had make sure we got like the right one.
Yeah, no, she was like trying to keep it a surprise. Dude, that reaction was amazing.
No, I was like, I thought we were doing a group picture, which we never did. We never did a group picture. No group picture ever happened. It's a complete sucker setup.
Yeah.
You know what? I've gotten way worse surprise news before.
All right, so obviously that was a pretty crazy turn of events. It was kind of funny. I sat here the morning before, and I even said I feel like there's going to be some extra thing that I don't know about is going to happen today, and lo and behold, that just happened. Well, didn't just happen. I'm in the morning after. I could have been like, oh, YouTube's the most important thing about this experience, and made a point to get out and do a wrap-up video last night, but I'm leaning into the experience, the new relationships and stuff like that. So you get your wrap-up video technically done the next morning, which who cares? It all flows, and you watch it all the same. So like I said, like that was pretty wild. I did not and do not ever expect something like that. To say I got completely set up is an understatement. I don't know exactly who knew what was going on and who wasn't, but apparently it was a good little mix. It's good people, man. Like I am maybe for like one of the first times ever just feeling like I've been invited into a group and I literally fit right in, and not as a way to plug a gap or a hole, but as like we're on the same page about things, and we're trying to do things at minimum in a similar way or the same way but in our own way, and that's extremely valuable. You get to learn. I got people that are trying to do similar things, that are in similar parts, and we can problem solve, and it's really hard to beat real in-person energy. So they did give me that running blade, so I'm probably gonna go get me some practice now, do a little bit of practice this morning, and then see you guys later.
Yeah, I'm moving